Living with anxiety for me at points became crippling. It made my world extremely small. It made things that I love to do every day with friends and family non-existent. It just gave me such a sense of dread and fear that even normal everyday things that I would enjoy before became scary and impossible to do.
Living with anxiety was probably one of the biggest challenges that I've ever had to walk through. My anxiety started as panic attacks, and after I'd have panic attacks, I would have this overwhelming sense of dread and fear.
Panic attacks were definitely a very big thing in my life and in my world. I would go different places where there'd be lots of people, and I would just kind of shut down. I'd get very out of breath, very anxious, and I would just really feel uncomfortable.
Living with anxiety for me was tough. I really went through a long period of time where I was just living in fear, living on my couch, and not able to do much of anything. I was constantly living in fear that I was going to have another one.
I think confronting anxiety really helped me because I realized that I was not alone in this battle. I realized that even though I felt like I was the only person who was feeling this way, I found that there were people that I could listen to, that I could learn from, and that I could just kind of sit and listen and really just feel like I wasn't alone.
I think what helped me the most from confronting anxiety was two parts. One would be the fact of listening to other people's stories and realizing that I'm not alone. That was huge for me because when you're in these situations, you honestly feel like you're losing it. Like you feel like you're so strange for having those feelings, and that you're like, why are you dealing with this? And it's just me. And to hear other people's point of views was really refreshing. And then the other thing would just be the relation to faith. That was the biggest change for me. I'd never had a program or anything to look at that brought God into the equation. And to me, that changed everything.
Life today is good. I no longer live in fear. I'm no longer stuck to the confines of my own home. I'm able to go out and be with people and do the things that I wasn't able to do while I was dealing with anxiety.
So my life today is pretty good. For the most part, I still have my days where I struggle a little bit more than others. But overall, my anxiety is very well controlled, and I now know that by doing very key steps, I can keep it well under control.
I would definitely recommend confronting anxiety. I think that it was a really great thing for me to learn from, to learn that I'm not alone, that there's people around, and to just really learn how to handle what's going on. And it really helped me bring my life back around, and I would suggest it to anyone.
And with a program like Confronting Anxiety, it gives you the hope to know that you can do it and that you're not alone. And to me, knowing that I wasn't weird or that I wasn't, like a freak for having this stuff made me feel so much better and gave me so much hope. And I think just the strategies and the scriptures and things that you can apply every day in situations when you're feeling weak and when you're feeling scared and when you're feeling alone, that there's no reason not to do the program. I just think it can change your life. It changed mine.